Thank you. I want to start by talking about how, depending on the channel where you're using your video, you're going to want to consider a different format or a different approach. And I'm not saying that just because we are a video production company, but because that's what we see out there. So, for example, you're not going to be using the same video on your website than when acquiring users on a video ad network. And let's say you're considering using a video on your website where potential users have already seen, a couple of words around your app. One of the approaches you can have is to give more of a recap of the different features, kind of a learn more video. And we're going to watch the first video, what we did for Tango. So you want to keep it fairly short, between 30 and 60 seconds. This one is a bit on the longer side. The Tango app has a lot of features, and we wanted to put a lot in there. Another approach for this kind of video, if your app has a lot of value in a specific context, and if you have a bit more budget, will be to show it used in real life. When you use your video on one of the app stores, you have to respect Apple's or Google's rules. The good news about the rules on the Google Play Store is you don't have that many, besides showing only Android devices and now having only the Google Play badge at the end. So you get the same kind of flexibility you have on really any video platform on your website, and it allows you to show your app the best way possible. We're going to watch a video that Google did for their calendar app.
This is the new Google Calendar. It looks like this, and this, and this. Hey guys, it can take this, this, and this, and put it all here, automatically. It helps you do this, so you can go there, with him, and her, to see this guy. It works here, here, and here. So you can do this, that, and the other thing. Whatever the other thing is. Pickles!
So what I like about this video is they're showing the app and how you can use it, and at the same time, they're bringing some of the context behind where the app is used and how it can be used. When you guys probably know this, Apple likes to control things a little bit more than Google. And when they introduced the app previews a year ago, it came with its own format. The app previews have to be 15 to 30 seconds, device specific, mostly based on capture footage, which means you're going to lose some of the flexibilities that you can have usually on video platforms. That said, it's still a good way to give a quick overview of the app. We're going to watch the app preview we did for Tango right now. obviously, this is supposed to be played within your device. As you can see, it's fairly basic. We put some text in there to kind of explain the main features of the app. And you guys saw the big black bars on each side, and you'd be surprised how many of our clients ask us if they can use their app preview, for example, on the Google Play Store. And the problem with that is you're going to end up exactly with that, those big black bars on pretty much any platform where if you use your video, it has to be in a landscape format. So if you put your portrait app in there, it's going to look like this. Plus, if you use it on the Google Play Store and you're showing an iOS UI to Android users, it's definitely not ideal. Now, if we talk about video ads, you're going to have a shorter format, whether it's on ad networks like Dongle, AdColony, Chartboost, etc. It's usually going to be 15, 20 seconds. And the goal here is more going to be about getting people excited about the app or the game and intrigued so that they learn more and download the app. We're going to watch another video we did for IGG.
Journey into a world of mystery, monsters, and mayhem. Go head-to-head in arenas, bases, dungeons, and more. Clash of Wars 2. The world needs conquering.
So in this one, we still show some of the gameplay, but much less. It's also about showing the character and transcribing the atmosphere they wanted to get to users. If you use your video on with YouTube mobile app campaigns, and I don't know how many of you guys have heard about it, but you might want to tweak your video a bit more for that. So basically start from a video ad, but tweak it a little bit. And one of the reasons is that the first 5 seconds of your after the 5 first second of your video, viewers are going to be able to skip the ad. So you really want to hook them during those 5 first seconds. And then what we would recommend is to have your main part of the video to be around 20 seconds and then a 10-second call to action. And the reason for that is you're going to be charged when people engage with your ad. And by engage, I mean install your app, watch 30 seconds of your video, or watch your full video. So by having your main part of the video being 20 seconds and then almost 10 seconds of nothing, you're not going to be wasting your money on people that just bail after the 20 seconds and go do something else. No matter what the channel you're going to use for videos, it's most likely that you're going to be able to optimize the video asset you're using. And the best way to do that is to test it. So let's say on your website, it's going to be easy to A/B test your video with 2 different versions and see which one converts more. Some of you maybe can already use the A/B testing on the Google Play Store, in which you can A/B test. Actually, you can test several versions of your video on the Google Play Store to see which one performs the best. Another place where you can definitely try that, test different videos, is when acquiring users on video ad networks. And that's what we did with Peak Games, which developed the game Toy Blast. They were already running some video campaigns on ad networks, and they contacted us at the beginning of the year to produce a new video to test it again. And here's what we produced.
Match 2 or more blocks of the same color to clear the level. Crunch all the same colored cubes using amazing boosters. Will you make a toy blast? Download for free today.
So they tested this video on video ad networks and against some of the videos provided by the video ad networks. And for one video ad network, it reduced their CPI by 24%, and for the other by 37%. And what we did after that is last month, they contacted us and they wanted to create a new version of this. a new version of the video with more effects, showing more the characters from the video. And here's the video they produced.
Take a deep breath and dive into this colorful swirl of toys and cubes. Get amazing boosters and make colorful combos. Download the most adventurous and fun puzzle game ever.
So this one we made, as you can see, kind of Android, iOS friendly. You can't really see any device. And we're showing less of the gameplay. And what they found out is they tested this version 2 against the version 1, and it increased their click-through rate by 20%. So my point is you can have different best practices, etc., but until you test it against real users, you can't really know what's going to be working. And they also tested female voiceover against male voiceover, and in this case, it didn't really change anything. But it might be different for other apps. I want to conclude by talking about video in a broader sense than presenting your app, but still in a way that will help you acquire some users. I'm a big content marketing fan, and on Facebook, I saw this video that had 4 million views, and I watched it. Let's watch a part of it together. I'm sure you guys would love to know how to cook your eggs tomorrow morning in your hotel room, but you got the idea. It's probably homemade content, but Ixigo has their logo at all time on the video, and you probably noticed at around 40 seconds when they have those few seconds where they talk about the app. Of course, at the end, they also have call to actions showing the different apps that they have. The idea here is if you can find ways to create content around your brand and in ways that are highly shareable without putting too much annoying ads on it, but still mentioning what your app are, it can be a good way to acquire new users. Thank you.